Hey guys, Drifter here. Today I have for you what may very well be our last Advanced Warfare news roundup because the game comes out in about a week and a half, give or take, depending on what country or region you're in. Today we're going to be talking about our PC specs, we're going to be talking about some additional PC options, we're going to be talking about the dedicated servers that were promised, the Xbox One and PlayStation 4 menu settings, more specifically the volume sliders. A lot of people had questions about that, a couple of new game modes, and a few other little things here and there. The gameplay that you're seeing is me using the AN94 against what is actually a pretty solid domination team over there. I mean, this guy with the ACOG AN94, he's actually got it on select fire, kills me a couple of times, but they make me work for it. I don't get a free pass, I don't get any free caps out of this one. Let's skip to the PC specs. We finally have those. They're finally released and available via Steam. I'll go ahead and put them on the screen very briefly now. Basically, it supports Windows 7, 8, and 8.1. No older versions of Windows like XP. The bare minimum is an Intel Core i3 at about 2.93 gigahertz or an AMD Phenom at 2.8 gigahertz. We have a 6 gigabyte RAM requirement for memory. That's actually very, very high. It reminds a lot of people of the high RAM requirement for Ghost, which leads to concerns about, optimization and other things. But the game's not out yet, and I'm not going to judge it until it's here. It might actually just use a lot of RAM, or it might be one of those marketing things again. Graphics cards, NVIDIA GeForce GTS 450 at 1 gigabyte or ATI Radeon 5870 at 1 gigabyte. Pretty low requirements on the graphics card, which is good, means most people are going to be able to run the game. Other requirements are pretty standard: DirectX 11, internet, some hard drive space, and some kind of sound card. Of note, they released with the PC notes that it has a field of view slider built into the game. That was a huge request from the PC community. Ghost didn't have it, it did get it after launch. And the field of view is going to range from the 65, which I'm pretty sure is going to be standard like here on console, 65 degrees, up to 90 degrees. It's not going to be like a 100 or 120 like a Quake Pro Arena kind of field of view slider, but you are going to get to adjust it and make the field of view considerably wider than the console standard. Might not be the biggest news, but it's nice to see the PC community getting some love. At least we're going to have our field of view slider. There was also an announcement about dedicated servers being in Advanced Warfare. It was more of one of these details forthcoming sort of things. Condry confirmed that there will be dedicated servers, not confirmed on all of the platforms, all of the details and matches and everything. And I think this is going to get kind of blown out of proportion. The running joke is where are the dedicated servers in Ghost, and that's because they made an announcement that there would be some dedicated servers, and YouTubers kind of like myself overhyped it into being much more than it really was. I'm going to guess the dedicated servers will be pretty limited again, like Ghost, like League Play only or Ground War only, or just some matches or something like that. And even then, a dedicated server does not ensure lag-free gaming, just less lag gaming. So that's one of those things to keep in mind. The volume options for Advanced Warfare have been revealed, at least for Xbox One. There were a lot of people that were concerned about how the volume options would mix, if we would have any. That was a big, again, a knock on Ghost, is that they didn't have any. They had a single volume slider and that was it. And from what we've seen on the Xbox One, there is a master volume slider and there is a music on-off button. It's pretty simple, but the core issue was that people wanted to be able to turn down the music so that it wouldn't kind of drown the gameplay or whatever, and we can just completely disable the music and increase and decrease the volume at will. The increasing and decreasing volume will make it very easy for streamers, but you're not going to get to do custom settings like Black Ops, like Super Crunch or Just Footsteps and Voice or any of that sort of stuff. Other interesting options, we had two different aim assist options. Typically, Call of Duty games just have aim assist on and aim assist off. This one has aim assist rotation and aim assist slowdown. I know what aim assist slowdown is. That's where your crosshairs move a little slower when you're looking over a person. Every Call of Duty game has this. The aim assist rotation, I'm not sure what it is. I think that's where your crosshairs slightly follow somebody, how it locks onto them. This is also sometimes the reason you look down at the ground when somebody runs past you, but we have on off for that. And there's an unusual one at the end that says Exo Shield activation on and off. I don't know what the Exo Shield is, and I don't know how the activation exactly works. I think that, I'm gonna guess that it's actually the like riot shield that you summon, and I think that means it's more of like a hold and not a toggle. It might be a toggle, I'm not entirely sure. If there's some sort of other shield, I'm not entirely familiar with it. Small bit of news, we did get Infected as a default game mode, which might actually be where those zombies came from and not the bonus survival round. I think it's going to be the bonus survival round still, but since we're doing Infected in Call of Duty, we might have a more base or generic zombie model for our Infected games. Last but not least, a new trailer went up. It was pretty similar to the other ones, except I was shocked to see other YouTubers like Chaos and T Martin and Cross and Midnight and kind of in the actual trailer for Call of Duty, which is it was kind of shocking to me. They showed off a couple of new guns, a little bit of new gameplay, nothing really crazy to reveal or write home about, other than the fact that I was super jelly because they were in the trailer and I was not, because they went to the US event. But hey, I went to Germany, and Germany was fun. Have no regrets about going to Germany other than the little bit of jealousy over the trailer. I hope you enjoyed this Advanced Warfare News Roundup. Hope you found it entertaining, the gameplay entertaining, and I hope you had a good time. If you did, don't forget to like, favorite, and subscribe. Drifter out.